We are now finally days away from leaving the UK to travel full time as a family. We just wanted to take this opportunity to reflect on all the hard work it's taken to get to this point. We also want to share our intentions going forward and what we hope it will look like and feel like. Whether it happens like that or not, who knows? So you'll have to subscribe and watch and follow us to see how it does work out and look. So welcome back to my channel. I'm Carrie and I have a special guest with me today. This is my partner in crime, my hubby Richard, who also has a channel, Britain to Beyond. So welcome to my channel.
It's nice to be here. I'm the loose cannon in this relationship. So we've been butting heads about lots of things along the way, haven't we? And it's been a hell of a journey from sort of 2-3 years ago to where we are now, and it's mentally exhausting, the journey we've been on, but we're so close now. So we've been booking stuff today, and we're going to tell you about that at the end, about how we finally managed to get to this point.
So we got a few prompts. We are going to talk about reflections first and then go into intentions. So reflections, how far we've come. So mentally, how far have we come?
We've come on
insane,
a huge distance, because as a family, I found out I was neurodivergent, and we found out that my eldest daughter was neurodivergent at a time where I was been 7 years in a sales job and I was really struggling. And in that time, I ended up going back into forestry, which I love, but taking myself away from the family. So it was really hard for you lot, wasn't it? I was really struggling and really stressed. And so basically I took myself out of that environment completely just to sort myself out for a while. And that had an impact on you, didn't it?
Yeah. I was happy to allow Richard to do what he needed to do. My dad used to work away, so I was kind of used to it. My mum could do it, I could do it. But my mum didn't home ed. She didn't home educate us, and I was home educating with very little help. We have very little family around, so it was tough. It was literally me and the kids all day, every day, for 5 days a week. So we struggled. I struggled. So it wasn't going to be a long-term thing, and we had to come to some end as to how we could carry on living or change living. And so that this was it. We started home educating 4 years ago, and world schooling we heard back then. So then we started to think, could that be something that we could do at one point? So at that point we went, can it be now? And we just decided to, didn't we? But yeah, mentally it's about commitment. It's about not giving up on that dream. Because believe me, it's tough. It's been tough.
It's not easy. And there's a lot of people that will say, oh, you can just leave, it's fine, it's really simple. But it isn't. When you look at the list of things you actually have to do, you're basically taking everything you own, either throwing it away or trying to sell it, and then you're cancelling every single part of your life that you've built for the last, in my case, 43 years. And you have to do that when you've got 2 kids, which at the moment are our only remaining parent. So my mum is our only parent left, and it's very rare that we have a night off. So tonight is a night where the 2 little motor mouths. So we've got a 9-year-old who is the ADHD one, an autistic one, and Sage, which she's hilarious. She just disassembles things and destroys things. So those 2 troublemakers are currently not here, which is why we're able to do this video together today.
Yeah, this is how we're spending our last night together with you guys. That's commitment. So yeah, just want to touch a bit more on that fear as well, and not letting fear get the better of you. So obviously we've got our own fears. They come up at different times, so we help each other with that. But we also get fear projected on us as well. Whether it's comments on YouTube, we're doing this, so kind of expected, or whether it's close family, friends that actually say it because they care, but what they're doing is they're projecting their fear onto us. Have you thought about this? What about that? All these, they mean well, but it is their fear that they're projecting on us. And so we've kind of got to work through our fear together, individually, and everyone else around, you know, and that's really difficult. It's really difficult to get past it and to stay strong and to stay committed.
And you just got to think that your life is short. We're halfway through our lives now, effectively, and a lot's happened. We've done a lot. We've done a lot of different jobs, and we're very capable. And this is just something else we're quite capable of doing. So you just have to sort of believe in yourself and, you know, not listen to everybody else, because you're on your own journey. It isn't for somebody else to come along who doesn't really know you. They may have watched a couple of videos, but then they voice an opinion, but that opinion in the context may not be true because they don't know who you are. So it's quite hard to accept a lot of the comments and things you'll get on our YouTube channels, because sometimes they're just completely irrelevant because they're taken out of context.
It's a lot about, you know, how people live their lives as well. So if they're comfortable and happy being in their comfort zone, that's fine. But we felt like that wasn't living, just staying safe. What if that? But what if it's better than you can ever imagine? You know, when we talk about fear, it's often portrayed as something could go wrong. And what if it could go right? You know, it can. So it's trying to swap that mindset. We probably should move on.
Yeah.
Move on to technical stuff. So back in 23, we started this journey.
Yeah.
We went on a business course. It was a 3-month-long online course to teach us all business know-how, because we are not techie people whatsoever.
No.
So we did this course. We learnt about funnels. We learnt about growing an audience. We learnt about social media. We learnt about how to make an online business, basically. And it's hard work. We're glad we did it. But if we had our time back, it would be to focus on an audience, because that is the be all and end all. If you haven't got that, you can't do the rest of the stuff. It's good to know about funnels and all the rest of it, but you need, like they say, to do it at the same time, but you kind of get swallowed up in all the tech and the funnels and the email lists and stuff like that, and you don't really put your effort where I think it should be, which is growing your audience. So yeah, we've done some business support.
The business course was good, but it like Carrie said, it didn't focus on the main bit, which is growing an audience. And we both sort of set up businesses technically, but struggle to make any money with them because you need an audience. And growing that audience can take years. It's not like a case of, I'll just put this out and I'll get loads of orders. And you've got to be honest with yourself. And the first one I did, I failed with, basically. It just didn't work at all. I didn't get any orders. And it's because I didn't have a big enough audience. So we scrapped things and we had to start over again.
And it's not failure. It's learning.
Yeah, it's definitely
you know,
learning, isn't it?
it's learning. I mean, you feel like a failure at the time, but
Yeah.
it's learning. So yeah, we've definitely learned with the tech, and you know, also the stuff that it takes to leave as well, to digitalize everything. This is what we've been doing since our house sold like a month ago. Everyone's like, why are you still here? But because we haven't had the time to do all this, and a lot of it you needed to change the address and everything first. And then there's just so much other stuff to do. Getting VPNs, getting international driving licenses. That wasn't easy because there's hardly any in Cumbria.
So actually booking plane tickets, booking accommodation, that kind of thing, that's an absolute piece of piss. You can do that any day of the week.
We've just done it today.
And some people say to you, I'll just book it and go. And you're like, yeah, but what about the entire rest of my life that I'm still locked into? If you don't cancel everything, there's loads of money coming out of your bank account, for example. You need to get all that sorted out before you even consider, you know, booking planes and things to go.
I think we'd rather do it now, wouldn't we, this side, than be stressing about it. And, oh, that bill's come out and it shouldn't have, and I've got to try and cancel it, when you really want to be sat on the beach, right? Or seeing the culture that's there.
Yeah.
So emotionally then, so the roller coaster that we've been on, the emotional roller coaster of letting go of stuff and letting go of people, letting go of places. So I'll be doing a video soon about what we call home, because I went back to my home recently of Redcar, and how that felt. So but you let go of stuff, you let go of your friends. So tonight our daughters, as Richard said, is staying at their only grandparent that they have, staying there for the last time tonight, and tomorrow night we're all staying at our friends. I'm welling up thinking about it because it's hard.
Well, this will be the last time that we'll see those people as friends in the UK. We've got lots of other people we've seen. I've seen my mum. Well, I'll see her for the last time when I go and pick the kids up. And to be honest, I'm not even sure I'm going to see my twin brother before I go, because there's just no time. He's working. We've been busy. We've booked the flights. He lives sort of down close to where we're going. Where we're going to fly from. But it's not easy to break away from other people's lives. Nothing ever seems to fit. We've always taken the difficult path, it seems, and lots of things never seem to fit into place when we do them. And we find if we try and push it, it just turns into a mess. So I think we're going to slow down a bit and try and let things happen around us, and rather than trying to push things through.
We'll let him know when we're down there, and if he can meet, that's great. But everyone's got their own lives, and it's busy. That's the whole point of doing this, right? Yeah. So yeah, emotionally it's been difficult, as you can tell. Oh. And I just want to give us a pat on the back. This is what I advocate for so much on my channel with the mindfulness. Like when we do stuff, when we tick things off our lists, we have got a mega list. It's going. But when we tick things off our list, when we do something good, I don't think we give ourselves enough credit. Ourselves, instead of waiting for external validation, get it from inside. This is massive what we've done. This is a huge thing. And people criticise and project fear and all that because it isn't the normal thing. So we're a normal family, whatever that is, doing the abnormal. So, give yourself a pat on the back. I was thinking about this the other day. You've got all the inventors that created things. They failed many times. People thought they were crazy because they did these things. But when it worked and it went right, they went down in history. I'm not saying we're going to go down in history, but I'm making a point of just saying,
for us,
it's a big thing.
For us, this is a big thing. We've done lots of things, like moving around the country to live and lots of different things. But this is the biggest thing we've done. And it's certainly the most difficult thing we've done.
So,
like a million %, it's the most difficult thing we've done, purely because it's every part of it is difficult
and scary.
Yeah,
feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yeah, it's scary. Soon we won't have a car. We've never not had a car. We live in a county where you have to drive everywhere because the bus service is shocking. You're just in the middle of nowhere. There isn't any public transport, so sort of like half the county. So we've always driven.
So that's all the reflections, and let's move on to intentions. So what we think it's going to look like on the other side, or hope it's going to look like on the other side. So like we said, Richard and our eldest is undiagnosed, neurodivergent, and this is one of the big reasons we're doing this is for the outside life. They thrive on it. Richard, you'll say, but when you're inside the house, you're climbing the walls.
Yeah. If I'm in the house for too long, I just hate it, and I miss being outside. And I've got a video which came out today about consumerism and ADHD and the overwhelm you get in sort of shopping centres and how I survive much better in nature. I've always loved the woods. And I've been in the woods for most of my life, and that's where I'm happy. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in the woods. It can be anywhere, on a beach, in a jungle, for example. Anywhere. It's just not inside and not with TVs and too much digital stuff and too much stuff blaring at me, adverts and that sort of thing. It is overwhelming.
And that's the same for our eldest. One example I can give you is we'll be out walking down in the woods, getting to a river, nice flat, calm, nice place you can stay and have a picnic, and the water be freezing. It's like summer still, but the water's freezing. She'll go in and paddle and go, and then we're in there for hours. Right, come on, it's time to go now. By this point, she's stripped down to her knickers. She's lying belly in it, covered in this ice cold water, and you can just see how calm she is. So this whole ice therapy really does work. It seems to work for her. Yeah. So being out in nature, in the elements of the water and everything really helps to calm her down. Myself and the youngest just don't like the cold. So for us, we can't wait to be in the sun. I was saying to my youngest the other day about getting in the sea. She goes, if it's warm, if the water's warm.
We've got mini-me's, haven't we? Jasmine's my double and Sage is your double.
Yeah. And so we will cover that. We will cover the difficulties. We know it's not going to be plain sailing when we get there, but we think and hope that it will be a lot better when it comes to that neurodivergent side of things, because we'll be outside more and we'll be enjoying the outside more. I've
been told on my channel by many people that the stress won't stop and it'll just be magnified when we go travelling, and I'll be an emotional mess, and then the sky will fall down and other things may happen. So this is again fear of people saying that you're going to be more stressed what you're doing. Well, yeah, maybe, but it's at least we'll be in the sun. At least we can walk outside the door and we don't get blown up the road or hit by a hailstone or something. You know, that's something.
Do you know what?
Try it. We'll take it.
Do you know what? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
No.
But we are only this age once, and we want to enjoy our kids, and so we're giving it a crack. And if it doesn't work out and everyone can say I told you so, then great. What does that get you, saying I told you so? But really, at least we've tried it.
Yeah, but for anybody that is watching and they're thinking, oh, I'd love to do that. I'd love to go travelling. Do it, because the default is what everybody is already doing. The default is you come home and you start working and you pay rent again and you pay bills again, but you're doing that anyway. So the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to be doing what you're already doing. But a lot of people have got funny ideas that you're going to come back and have to live in a council estate in a wheelie bin, and and how life's going to just suddenly collapse around you because of it. But it's not. You just go back, you get a job, and you start working again. That's the worst case scenario. So give it a go. Go and do it. I'm sure it would be worth it.
And world schooling. So, like I said, we already home educate. What will it look like out there? Just the same, but a bit more outside and a bit more culture. Yeah. And, we'll still do the bookwork. They don't like the bookwork because of the neurodivergence. Yeah. The youngest copies the eldest. And so the youngest would do more, I think, but she does copy the eldest, and her attention span is a lot smaller when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah. She learns a lot. Like, you can tell a lot of stuff's going in, but it's not usually the sit-down stuff. So it will be going to temples, looking at the religion and the culture, climate, currencies, budgeting. We're going to cover the budget, so we're going to tell them what our budget is and let them work all that out. So that's how we want the world schooling to look. Have you got anything to say on that?
I think that one of the key things you want to teach them in the world schooling is how to earn an online wage, or how to earn multiple wages through doing lots of different things online. So you don't have to stay in a job in any country. You don't have to be a permanent resident to get a job somewhere just to survive and then get stuck in that system. You can earn out of any system online in many, many different ways. So we're teaching them financially how to do that.
And we're showing them as well. That's something I advocate for, again, on this channel, is mirroring, It's no good telling your kids to go for freedom and stuff like that if you're feeling trapped and in the system. So we're actually showing that as well and mirroring that to them, that there is a different way and you can be brave and try it out, and it's not failure if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And the last two things are very similar. So we're going to travel slow and we're going to live slowly. They're the two things that we're really looking forward to. So we're not going to be... We've actually travelled more in these B&B since selling our house than we intend to when we get out there. And I haven't liked it at all. I haven't liked packing up every week or few days to go to another one. So we are going to be doing monthly stays in places for as long as the visa allows before moving on to the next place. So we can actually rest and live. We're not going to be the travel Instagram, travel kind of family, showing you all the shots. We're showing you real life. We're showing you world schooling.
Yeah.
We're showing you us living life slowly. That's another reason why we're doing this. We want slow living, traveling slowly. And that's what we'll show. So hopefully it's not really boring. We'll show you the sights and everything, but we want to feel a bit lighter, freer, I guess.
We both need to slow down, and I just knew if I carried on, this is my biggest challenge, is the slowing down, because I'm a bit of a loose cannon, like I said at the start, and I'm like either 100 miles an hour, need to get stuff done, or I'm laid on my face on the floor not doing anything. And I'm more 100% go all the time than I am laying on my face. So I need to slow down, because I stress myself out trying to get loads of stuff done, and I stress you out, and you like, just stop. But then when I'm on it, I'm really capable, and I achieve a massive amount. So today we've been doing all this paper. We spent 2 days doing paperwork, and I've been like, come on, let's do this last thing. We've got one more thing left to do. Let's do it. Come on. And you're just like, my will to live is gone. And you're just like, yeah, but we've just got 2 more left. So probably later on, I'll probably be lying on my face thinking, well...
We help each other out. One's always the one helping the other one, when the other one's saying slow down. So hopefully that'll continue into this.
Yeah.
We're going to head down to London for a few days because our eldest always loved dinosaurs since she was 2. So we're going to go to the National History Museum and
The Natural History Museum, yeah.
Get it right. And then the next day we're on a night flight. We thought that would be better for us. So we're on a night flight. It's 5 minutes shy of 13-hour flight. Where are we going? We have said it on our channels before, but for the new ones, we are going to...
Malaysia! Or Kuala Lumpur, to be correct.
We're heading to the city first. We're only having a week there because we aren't very city people.
No.
So we're going to have a week there first to break up the flight. It's a direct flight, London to Kuala Lumpur. We're going to have a week there and decompress, and also meet up with a friendly face. So while we've started this journey, we've met someone else that's already done this, and we are going to go and see him in that week, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, do follow us along, subscribe, like the videos, all that jazz. I'd love to bring you along and show you what we're doing.
Yeah, follow us and see where we end up. Like I keep saying on a lot of my videos, we have no idea where we're going to end up. But I think that's the excitement for us now. So.
And we are going to be over there at Chinese New Year as well. So that's 17th of February to the 3rd of March. So we haven't decided exactly where we'll be for it. So yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on my channel.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you to Carrie for keeping me in one piece mentally.
Thanks for watching. Much love.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye for now.